Hello. So a little over a year ago, in the second half of our Radio Rebel video, I took a time off to just talk about mental health. It was literally just kind of like a little bit of advice. It's been over a year. I'm gonna tell you the main things I've learned, and that's helped me with my mental health and just my well-being. So before we get into this video, I need to clarify that what I'm about to tell you will not guarantee solve your problems. This is just my personal experience. So yeah, disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm just speaking from experience, and that's all I could do. And hopefully it helps you. It was kind of crazy when I dropped that video because a couple months later, I actually had the worst, mental state I think I've ever had in my life. I had a really major existential crisis, and it would actually affect my everyday life. It was in October, and if you go back and watch our Spooktober videos, you can see that I am not fully myself and that I'm just kind of dead inside. It just goes to show that bumps are gonna happen. When I made that Radio Rebel video, things were going super well in my life. The channel was doing well. It was like my dream come true. So a lot of people were DMing me, asking me to do another segment like that where I talk about mental health, and I just couldn't do it because I myself didn't really have anything else to talk about because I still needed to figure it out for myself, I guess. But ever since the Radio Rebel video, I haven't learned a lot until like now, and so that's what I'm gonna tell you today. Okay, so something that really helped me was venting to someone when I had a lot going on in my head and I was stressed or I just kind of bottled up a lot of emotions. Venting to someone will not solve your problems, but it really does help way less on you. I don't know. There's something very therapeutic about just talking to someone that you trust and someone that you feel really comfortable with, whether that's a sibling, your best friend, a cousin, whoever you trust most and are really comfortable with. You just need to let all of it out on them. And like I said, it won't solve all the problems or anything, but it makes the weight feel less. And you do feel a little relief after venting. And I learned this. It just feels better getting it off my chest because I know that someone else knows what I'm going through. And also, I just feel like a lot of us just tend to keep problems to ourselves so we don't seem annoying, or just because maybe there's some embarrassment to it. I would say try venting to someone, because in my case, I felt a very big relief after ranting about what I was going through. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is actually more of on an up note, I guess. It's more of just kind of what helps me get motivation and push through tedious shit. And I just want to say from personal experience, I've learned that effort is key in life if you want to see results or if you want to get something out of something. So for example, I started YouTube in 2014 and I did not get a following or make any money or any of that until 2020, until last year. So that was 6 years of just trying and trying and trying. Now, I will say I was kind of at a disadvantage because I started when I was 14 years old, and when you're 14 years old, your sense of humor sucks and it's cringe. But the main thing I took away from starting that early is editing, and I learned how to edit before I finally made good content. And so because I knew how to edit, when I made good content, the two combined, and look where we are now. Now, everyone's case is different. Obviously, not everyone watching this is a YouTuber. Everyone wants different goals. Everyone wants different things. But I will tell you this, it's all about effort. So before YouTube blew up and me and Joe started making our videos, I was majoring in film and I was trying to pursue film, and I was desperate to get film jobs on set. And so what I would do, I would apply to all these things, but I had no experience, so I never really got hired. But then I'm like, let me just do something that will get me on set guaranteed, or at least close to guaranteed. And so I'm like, I'm going to apply to be an extra, like an acting extra. At least I'm on the set, and there is a chance that I could meet someone there, and then maybe they'll give me a job on set. You never know. I could just be a little errand boy and go run around, earn their trust, and then maybe they can give me a shot and I can get some real film jobs. I'm just saying, being an extra on set versus me being at home playing games or doing whatever, there's way more chance that I'm getting a film job by being an extra on a set than me just being at home being like, oh man, I wish I had a job. But look, here's the interesting thing. I apply to be extras on a few shows and movies. None of them, I never heard back from any of them. But one day, I opened Twitter at the right time, and Kid Cudi tweeted out, we are shooting Bill and Ted at a club in LA, RSVP here if you want to be an extra. And I saw that within 3 minutes of that being posted. I clicked the link, RSVP'd, and boom, I was an extra in Bill and Ted, and I saw Kid Cudi's like performance scene. And that is the universe rewarding me, the universe seeing that I was trying to put in effort to put myself out there. All the things I applied for on like these film sites or like Indeed or whatever, they never came back. But one time when I was at school, I opened my phone and Kid Cudi tweets that. A lot of people say like luck happens, and yeah, luck does happen, but I think luck happens to people that put in effort and that show that they care, that they want to like do something. And for some of you, you can be like, that's a cool coincidence. But for me, I think that was the universe rewarding me for putting in that effort. I think me and Joe are where we are is because I put in so much effort when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, learning how to edit and finally getting the hang of it. So by the time me and Joe made good videos, boom, we blew up. That's what I'm going to say. I think it's all about effort. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, even if no one's around, put in the effort when no one's looking, and the universe will reward you. I get why a lot of people kind of get like weirded out when they hear the word like the universe rewarded me or like I manifested. And honestly, I was one of those people at like 18 years old. But then I finally got an open mind and I was like, fine, I'll try manifesting. Let's see how it goes. I manifested me and Joe to grow on YouTube. And I have proof right here. Look at this. This is proof right here. This is the manifest video I did in my car at college before I dropped out on my break. And I just did everything this dude said. And look at this. My channel will hit 100K subs soon enough, a year ago. I'm not saying manifesting is just going to work. It has to be you putting in that effort and manifesting, and it could get you places. From personal experience, it worked. I put in so much effort into the channel. I manifested. Then a couple months later, Love is Blind started getting us some subscribers. And then a couple months later, we started doing Disney. And then we gained like 40,000 subs in 1 month. Then the next month, I think we gained another 40. And then we hit 100K within like 6 months. It was insane. Put in the time. If you don't see progress, I didn't see progress for 6 years on YouTube. But I still did it because I loved it. I thought it was fun. I made cool friends. Yeah, there was definitely times where I didn't believe in myself. There was a time where I quit in that 6 years. But I came back to it because I love making videos. So the moral of the story is, if you have a dream, you got to put in effort. You got to put in time. You have to like prove to yourself or prove to the universe you're serious about it. Instead of going on TikTok for 4 hours a day, you need to research whatever your passion is for 4 hours a day. Hopefully this helped a little bit, and hopefully this gave you a little bit of motivation. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Smash a like. Goodbye.